the forest next to my home. My little dogs, Paddy and Little Bear. I'm just going to, in this video, cover a little bit more detail about the autumn energy, and where the previous video of Scorpio, the energy of Scorpio, fits in to the overall picture of autumn, and why it's so important that we take each moon, each month as it comes, and each season as it comes, and learning that nature is growing us just as it's growing the trees, the flowers, everything. It becomes much more simple when I sit in nature and relate that information to us and our personal journeys. So welcome and enjoy. Where are we in the cycle indeed? We're in the forest in Ibiza. That's where we are. That's where I've decided to come and tell you a little bit about this energy. So welcome aboard. Find a nice spot. This time of the year, we've left the surface of life. The natural cycle is dropping again, in that second drop down into winter. So it's in the forest that you really get to feel that, and really listen to that in your body and align with that in your body. Sorry, I was just checking the camera. Autumn is about listening. It's really about accepting what your fruits have been this year. That may not be financial. It might be the lessons you've learned, the gifts you've learned, the support you've received. The fruits don't have to be money. The forest isn't considering its profit and loss accounts. But that kind of balance does go on. Obviously in nature, what goes up has to come down. And that's a necessary fluctuation of the forest markets, if you like. So if what we're all going through as humans at the moment is designed to bring us back to nature, then we can witness the fluctuating rises and falls of nature and recognize that it's our disharmony with those ups and downs, our unwillingness to go down, that is causing everything to come crashing down. So where we are in the cycle now is this next step down into the depths of nature, where things break down, where things break open. I actually found a little egg in one of the places I was sitting in. You can see that egg that opened in the summer or the spring. So all of the fruits that we discovered from our year, whether they be insights, money, new relationships, depth in relationship, broken free of relationships, whatever the gifts or the fruits have been, even if they're hard lessons, it's now time for us to let that seed of that fruit, that insight, to go down another level. So in Libra, it's been really, really important to find the beautiful space and the balance within ourselves, so that we aren't holding on to the edges, thinking things aren't okay. Even if they're not okay in our logical mind, we have to create a beautiful space. We have to go into our cocoon. And then in this month, we get to go really inside without resistance. We've all got resistance, don't get me wrong. But what humans are going through is the gradual being forced to release our resistance. And that's what autumn is. It's recognizing and looking at nature and saying, it releases. it lets go, so it can break down the seed and open that seed. Like would have been lots of little pine nuts inside this cone. They break down, they go into the ground, and over time they create what we're looking at. They create a forest. So the seed in you, the insight, needs to be broken down. Your resistance, what you don't want, what you're scared of, breaking it down, and then embedding the wisdom into your heart allows you to open, and we'll journey more in December into your superpower. I talk about this more in my coaching programs, but what we're doing through these lunar cycles, and each one has a different purpose, a different energy, a different job for us to do. It's like a different class, really. Every energy is designed to open us up and break us open once we're ready, similar to the caterpillar creating its own cocoon. That's what we've done, really. We've encased ourselves in a big, heavy mind full of beliefs and memories. And our job is to recognize we're not that person anymore with the need to have those negative beliefs and negative stories. And the breaking down of the caterpillar in the cocoon is us breaking down our memories, rewiring our minds, so that we recognize that everything happened for some kind of reason to turn us into the butterfly we really are. And that's what I mean by the superpower. So this moon, and we'll talk about this practically and what you can do in the next video, but it's about really listening inside of ourselves, because that caterpillar that put a cocoon around itself did it for a reason. That caterpillar broke down because it could feel and listen and intuit inside itself a plan, a divine plan, and that's inside you. The transition from cocoon, breakdown of caterpillar, child, wounds, victim, self, into intuiting your blueprint is your potential as well. And so Scorpio is the mystery of the depths within ourselves, of really listening within ourselves and hearing and intuiting and unearthing what wants to be said inside of ourselves. You know, animals can feel what's going on, that, you know, they know what's going on, they know the natural processes. Closer they get to humans, of course, they just wait for us to feed them, but they'd be able to feed themselves, they'd be able to hibernate, they'd understand the cycles, and we've cut off. So Scorpio is the deep, going into the swamp, if you like, of what we don't want to go there, but we have to leave the surface, we have to go down another level, get into this swampy energy where the secrets are held and where we can break down more of our cocoon. And we can do it every year. We're not going to do it all at once usually. We're going to do it year by year by year, aren't we, Purdy? Aren't we? Year by year we get better, we get purer, we get clearer about our intentions, our heart. We're less reactive. So let Scorpio help you, and let's now talk a bit more practically. And the link to the next video is below, so we'll see you there next, won't we, young lady?